I'm James, this is VR Bump, and today we're checking out 4Funnel's recreation in virtual reality of the Titanic. Now this is an early version of their game, museum, virtual experience of the Titanic, so it's not perfect. They're still working on it, and they're currently running a Indiegogo campaign, which I'll remind you at the end of the video to check out. But let's walk around already. The impact of this is quite striking as we look at these nice Titanic door frames. Of course, the most important part of the Titanic were its door frames, but we are obviously in the sort of first class section here, where we get all the luxury fittings and you know, nice chairs to sit on. You could chat up a lovely little lady. Let's see if we can sit down. Rotate a bit strangely because we're using the keyboard to navigate here. No strafing. Let's see. W, A, S, and D. Here we go. There we go. Strafing. And we're going to sit down this chair. There we go. I need to hold on to something whilst we sit down. Not advisable in VR. There we go. Unfortunately, I'm on my own. I'm like a ghost that's haunting the remnants of the ship, or what it used to be. This is extraordinary. Crouched on a virtual chair. Let's stand back up and let's walk in this direction with the W key. Everyone walks with the W key. Now, when you walk, it does go in the direction you're looking at. But let's take a look at some of these glorious chairs. Look at that upholstery. Very fancy stuff there. What 4Funnels have done with this is, or what they're trying to do, is really accurately recreate the space, all the finishings, all the furnishings, everything is spot on to how it was. Like, these guys are actually doing it's almost a museum recreation, a virtual museum recreation of it. Seems to be a little stain on the floor there. Someone clean that up, please. I'm not very happy. I spent a lot of money on this first class ticket. Won't be accepting that stain there. But what this really is it, as I say, is a full virtual recreation of the Titanic. At the moment, they've only got the first. I say only. They've just got the first class and some of the second class. But this is quite extraordinary. You genuinely feel like I'm in this space, and the addition of the classical music's nice. French tapestry woven by Abuson for the White Star Line, based on the Chase de Guise series. Fantastic. And really, you can get such a good appreciation for the space that you just couldn't have from pictures. There we go, we use the little mouse. Oh, doors open for you automatically. Through these doors, passengers from the tenders at Cherbourg and Queenstown would have boarded the Titanic to their inevitable death at the bottom of the sea. Although I actually know that the rich people were fine. They were okay. It was just the poor people. Actually, I'm pretty sure quite a few rich people died as well. Mostly men. Basically, if you got on the Titanic as a rich woman, you were probably okay. If you got on as a poor man, death sentence. Moral of the story is, don't get on expensive boats if you're a poor male. Only get on as a rich female. Let's go to the lower decks. This is fantastic. It's extraordinary just walking around this space. And then I think that's the thing with virtual reality. You get this appreciation for scale and actually being in something. I mean, you can look at pictures. You can even go, if you go to like a museum, the next best thing is you sort of go to these reconstructions of spaces, and you know that gives you an idea. But this is pretty bloody fantastic for going, okay, now I know how big this area of the Titanic was, and makes the actual disaster of the Titanic seem all the more sort of tangible and real. Going down to E deck here. Grand Staircase E deck. The way to the first class cabin. Let's have a look up here. Let's go to another. So check out that. You can see all the way up the staircase. Whoa, there go the headphones. You see all the way up the staircase. That's really, really bizarre. That feels really real. Something with looking up and down in virtual reality. I mean, I guess you can kind of get used to looking forwards, but I guess maybe in real life you don't tend to just look up straight up in the air that often. And so when you do it in virtual reality, it kind of you've got less of a reference to be critical of it, and that looks really realistic. I'll move my head around. That's incredible. See the skylight on the ceiling there, letting the light in. Let's keep going. The detailing on the end of this staircase. I thought I was going to bang my head on it there. It's so strange. Now look at this. You can actually properly investigate all the... You know, say you wanted to actually study the Titanic properly, you can just admire all the details of this, and actually being stood up and being able to walk around it. That is bloody incredible. If you haven't tried standing up with the Oculus Rift and actually looking around details, you can see why with other VR demos, why VR is probably better as a standing experience, because it's so much more powerful when you actually look around stuff. Let's go for a gander down here. What's up there? Swimming, electric and Turkish baths. Swimming and electric sounds like a bit of a weird combination, but let's check it out. Let's get down these stairs. I think we're going F deck. F deck is the lowest deck of the grand staircase. There are no first class cabins on this deck. We're going to the squalor lands. And apart from the floor of the squash court, no first class facilities by this deck. Here we go. This is where the paupers go. The fan room. Oh no, we can't go through there. Oops. Oh, we can check this out though. Look at this. Absolute luxury. Ridiculous. What's through here? Additional Turkish bath facilities. Oh no, that's not in the game yet. This is extraordinary. Locker. Okay. But look at these tiles in there, and the mirrors and the details. Please donate to our campaign. Yes, you should donate to their campaign, because this is actually damn fantastic. And hopefully, once they've done this Titanic model, which is probably going to take them a good amount of time to complete, but hopefully once they've done it, look at these little boxes, they'll be able to do other sort of environments and spaces and places that would be absolutely incredible to work around in virtual reality. And I think this is one of the powerful things with VR. You don't necessarily need gameplay. Just by having an environment that people have a genuine interest in and being able to look around it in full 3D is really, really compelling. Storage locker. I want to go down to the lower decks, the decks of death, which is not what they were marketed as, obviously. Let's go. Here we go. Off to the land of peasantry. Look at this. The first class area. They get like the nice classical music. They've got the nice ceiling. They've got nice chairs everywhere. Plenty of space. And you go down to the. This isn't third class. This is second class. Maybe no. This would be third class. It's got to be third class. Maybe third class is basically tagging onto the boat underneath it, being dragged through the water. But look at this. You get tiny little seats squashed around the table, but the food looks quite nice. Some nice apples and sort of caramel plum, it appears. Nice knives and forks, but a bit packed in. At least you do get some paintings on the wall. This is the third class dining salon. The ceiling as well, just raw metal. Oh, here we go. This is third class. Third class passengers, primary single men or women travelling in groups, would dine. As a safety precaution, single men were segregated from families and women. You can't trust men, you know. 1 minute one minute they're all nice and friendly and gentlemen, the next minute they're killing everyone. So you got to segregate them. Don't trust men. But I think that is what's this on here? Okay, so there's more dozen things. I think that is pretty much it for the demo or introductory tour of the space. It's worth saying that the demo doesn't or sort of requires quite a fast computer to get it to run well, and it won't run on a potato. So a warning there. But obviously, as the developer works on this experiencing game, and hopefully if they get funding on Indiegogo, which I'll put a link in the description, they'll be able to optimize it. It will then run on more people's computers. But what an extraordinary experience and way to see the Titanic. It got a completely new and far deeper appreciation for the Titanic now. I don't know why we stopped in this absolutely dull, miserable corridor, but it seemed like the logical place to stop. But absolutely awesome job by the developers. But that's this episode of VR Bump. Thanks for checking it out. If you enjoyed it, click subscribe, like the video, a link to our Facebook's in the video description, and I'll see you in our next video. Goodbye.